One thing that hasn't changed
Move that over. Make
is,
sure y'all can't see a
I,
bunch of
I'm an
code or nothing
immigrant.
like
I
that.
grew up in a household where we were
um,
very conservative
well,
about all of our spending.
let me at
Uh,
least open it up. We're watching a interview. This is the CEO of Robinhood. Let me actually switch it over to this side so you guys can see it a little bit better. It's a little bit better. You guys can see that probably a little bit more that way. Yeah, perfection. Um, CEO of Robinhood. Um, speaking on how investors are doing, why most of them lose a lot of money, how his investors are doing, things like
okay.
that.
And I think
I'm
that
already like 30 minutes
intuitively,
into it, but it's like an hour and a half,
once I
and I am
got
gonna
a
be
little
on
bit of money,
um
I still have this deep need
until
to make sure I'm getting a good deal
the
on
opening
stuff,
bell.
even if it's irrational. So every time I purchase anything, um, I look at it from an investment lens. Am I getting a good deal? Am I buying some asset that'll depreciate? I would be very reluctant to buy a new car, right? The only time I would consider buying a new car if it's literally like the
Bless
first one
you.
in a model and it's so good and like I can't find a used one.
Yeah.
But I buy used cars.
I'm gonna pause that for a second. Um, just so I can go through all of these trades real quick. It might be better. Is it bet? Do y'all like it better? Light on or light off? I'm gonna go light off. It's kind of early. Um, I feel like y'all can see it. I feel like it's a little. The contrast is a little better with the light off. That way, maybe, maybe not. Um, checking out Nasdaq here. I wanted to see not Nasdaq, SPX here. I wanted to see if this level here failed because I'm looking to buy. I've already bought euro at current level um, against the dollar. Um, Slightly debating on the entry here. Pre-market. I'm want to see how pre-market kind of moves. We'll probably get a better move post-market, honestly. Um, but we can at least find the these key areas real quickly. Like this area here fails. Buy button happens here. I really would like an entry down here. Um, this right here is a level that I picked out as a first target for whenever I do get into a buy. Um, Nvidia earnings weren't crazy good. Like they were good, of course, crazy good, but like the market expects good out of Nvidia now. So like if they did like slightly less than like they did great, but just slightly less great than how they were expected. They're always expected to over like perform whatever's expected, and they didn't. So I mean that's fine. They still came out good, so it's gonna push the whole market upward. If they would have came out bad, then we'd be looking at a red day. But that's not what we're looking at. So uh, got this pushed up, then came back. So it really kind of it's like nothing really happened because you know what I'm saying with Nvidia. So it's more so of we're just kind of like off of the fumes of the trend that we were already in. We're already pushing to the upside. Nvidia just had us do this crazy move higher. We kind of giving back all those gains, and we pushed off this level here a little bit. I didn't even think we get that if I'm being honest. We're not in a trade yet. Soon though. Um, I am in a buy for AUD CAD already. Um, I'll show you guys that real quick. Um, this just went into some more profits. Um, I slid out another entry off of here. I didn't realize that it had just jumped up, like literally just now, like as I was setting up the live stream. But I mean, there's a lot of room to run. I'd say like, you guys want to get an entry, let price break above here, because this is all like, it's all a bunch of orders right here. Price is likely a bunch of stops, stop losses right above all this. Price is gonna break above here. Give a little pullback to this level and then take off from there. And you guys can find your entry. Let me bring that a little closer so you guys can see it. See it a little better. See a little better. Spam the like box. Cause I definitely giving out some free monions. Free money on the stream. This is a little swing trade you guys could just kind of let sit in your account. And then another one that I'm already in ZDJPY. This I don't think is in profit. I think it's in some drawdown. Well, it's essentially at entry, honestly. And price is starting to give us some divergence as well at entry. Oh yeah, this is a great entry. Let me check the bird's eye tool real quick. See if we're getting a read for NZDJPY. Oh, crap. All right, so we do have a neutral read on NZDJPY, so it's not. We may be probably going to be consolidated for a little while longer, most likely until like Asian session later today. But oops, I didn't mean to move that over. Let me zoom out some. So we're essentially at entry, and entry has gotten even sweeter. I wanted to get in off of here, but I wasn't watching the chart, and I missed it, and I hadn't set a pending order, and then I got on live last night, and then I saw it. Was I on live? I might have just been on my computer. I'm not even sure. Actually, yeah, I think I was on. But essentially we got the same entry here. I'm expecting. I'm not really like, don't take heed of my stop losses on the chart. Generally, where you put your stop losses, price is probably gonna go there. But there was a good selling opportunity here, and stops would have likely gotten put right above this high. This is that getting taken out, and we may end up even pulling up here some more. But fundamentally, structurally, this sell is like super duper awesome sauce. I might have dropped it on TradingView. I'm not even sure. Y'all should go follow me on TradingView at Drippy Snipes. Or just go to the free chat. The free chat, I'm pretty sure, is in the link in the description of this live, as well as all of the videos on our channel. Free chat. You ain't gotta pay for the chat. I am 48-2 in that mug. Michael Priest, what's up? Y'all play Fortnite or Roblox? Nope. No, I don't. It's pretty common that folks ask about Fortnite and Roblox on the live streams. Nah, I don't play either one of those. I play Warzone. You be playing Warzone, Mike? Let me see. EURAD is just some drawdown. We're in some drawdown in EURAD. But it's going exactly how we said it, how we thought it was gonna go. If you guys go on the last live stream, you'll see me talking about this and breaking it down and whatnot. It's like, we're probably gonna get a sweep of this low. Boom, that's the sweep. And then price is gonna come back in, and then doot, 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 doot. And that's exactly what we're doing here. And like I say on all the live streams, when these stop losses on the chart, don't heed them. 9 times out of 10, if you put your stop loss right below a structure, it'll get smacked. You just gotta kind of trade at the right time. um, like when we first saw this marked up, prices over here. If we would have put our stop loss, right below this structure, it would have happened just like this, and then we'd be mad because prices right back up here. That's where a lot of traders get hit at. Um, whole lot get hit at. For some odd reason, though, I feel like YouTube isn't like pushing my live stream to folks that are actually like actual traders as much as it's supposed to. Maybe. I'm not sure because I feel like that more people would stay and be like, hey, mark up this pair, mark up that pair, find me a trade or something like that, if they were actually like, had an account ready to take a trade with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there are a few people stick around, and those are the folks that are actually ready to make some money on. Everybody else is just kind of like a spectator, you know. Um, which is, I mean, it's not a problem per se. I would just like YouTube to push me towards the folks, more towards the folks that I can benefit the most. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for a person that doesn't have like a trading account ready to take a trade while on the live stream, it kind of just sounds like I'm trying to sell you something. I can understand perspective, but when you're you get sitting around with an actual account scrolling, you find a live stream with a live trader, you know, the feasibility of sticking around is a lot higher because you kind of understand what's going on off the rip. Let me know in the chat if y'all want me to mark up something specifically. We are trading. We're looking to trade SPX this morning. But precision trading, the strategy that I've coined over the past 5 years, can be applied to literally anything with a chart. Anything with a chart and some data behind it, you can precision trade it. Um, it's not strictly for Forex, not strictly for indices, not strictly for cryptos, not strictly for stocks, bonds, etc., etc. Can we get uh, listen, y'all chilling on the live stream? Um, it's like, I know y'all don't want to be lonely. Hit the like button, so YouTube will then push it to more people. So you're not in here by yourself. So like, if you pull up to the live stream, hit the like button immediately. That's gonna tell the algorithm that it's a good live stream, and then more people gonna come chill with it. I know you don't want to be the only one chilling with me in the chat. It's like, I know I'm cool, but like, want to have it goings on in here. You feel me? I be sometimes scrolling through social media, seeing like 20K people watching this streamer, 30,000 people watching that streamer, and they just sitting in the room, like, not actually doing tasks, or doing tasks that are just meant to have like click value. I'm giving y'all free bands. I am giving out money. I mean, some people say you're not really giving out money because it's trading, but it's like, if I'm giving you trades for free, then I'm giving you free bands, right? Free money on. If you take a trade, that's up to you. You don't take a trade, that's up to you. Um, not currently in a trade yet. Not in a trade yet. I either want price to bust this low and give me an entry here, or close above here and continue higher. One of those. One of those is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for buys. I'm definitely looking for buys. on SPX here. It's just, we're waiting to see how the market wants to give us these buys. I'm gonna try to start going live longer. I get a few subs here and there every live stream I do, which is cool, great. I feel like if I just go live longer with y'all probably gonna rock with me a little better. I don't want to be boring though. So we are going to finish watching this interview with the Robinhood CEO. It dropped a couple of days ago.
You buy used cars?
Buy used cars.
Let me know in the chat box. Just let me know in the chat box if y'all want me to mark up a trade specifically.
911 Turbo S. Actually, I didn't buy it.
Great
That's
car.
a lease. That's a lease.
Why'd you lease it instead of buying it?
Got a good deal.
How often do you look for good deals? And like, where else do you save money?
In everything that I do, I look for good deals.
What does your wife think of this? Does she think like, come on, we can get the new car. We're at the point now, we don't have to worry about these things. Don't need to buy the manager special flank steak for 70% off.
I think she complains about it a little bit, but sort of jokingly, because she also understands it's, the way that I've always been, the way that I am. And so it's, you take it's what she loves about me.
See, I think it's the principle of it, though. It's like even though you can waste the money, you shouldn't.
Yeah, and I think there's a bit of confidence. It's a good feeling to feel like, all right, at least I don't have to worry that someone's going to take advantage of me financially, because this guy is just going to do a colonoscopy on any potential transaction.
Does that ever hurt?
So I think that's very comforting in a way.
But when you go and negotiate something, does it ever hurt when they look you up and they're like, oh, this guy could afford it? Like, I could charge whatever I want.
Yeah, they can just look up your name and net worth. And if there's a B after your name, like, it's, I feel like that's a different
From car salesman to buying a house to like having tradesmen over, like everybody.
I would have. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. When I do have like FU money, because I don't have listen. I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing well for myself. Being a trader and entrepreneur has given me my time back and the freedom to go where I want and do what I want. But when I get FU money, I'm always gonna be buying things through proxies. I ain't even gonna hold you, because that's real. Like it's on at every tier. Like, granted, you get more free stuff as a rich person, but you also gonna pay rich people prices for stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've already started to see that being a little more comfortable in life.
There's ways that you can turn that into a positive too. Yeah, I mean, if you think about wealthy people, a lot of times they get free stuff.
What did I just say?
You can just be like,
what did I just say?
How awesome would it be to tell other customers of your business that, you're, selling Lady Gaga dress,
I've been watching,
right? So they get luxury items for free a lot of times.
What's the craziest free thing you've ever gotten? Do you ever have a really successful trader make a bunch of money? Like, I gotta send him a gift.
Yeah, my 4 month old is about to be crawling already.
I think we have to donate them to charity.
Well, he's not 4 months yet, actually. He's not even. He'll be 4 months in a week.
So I don't get a lot of
very
gifts,
mobile.
There's not a lot of gifts that I can keep.
And so what about your own personal investing philosophy? How has it changed now? Do you go into more like asset protection mode, or how do you view money as you've climbed up this money ladder?
It hasn't changed very much, because still the vast majority of my net worth is in Robinhood shares.
And how does that feel then, like on a swing up or a swing down? I mean, Robinhood was like up 1% today.
Yeah, you hit an all-time high this morning.
Oh, amazing.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I mean, I knew in the past week we've been doing well.
It's like this trading and investing space.
Even on my
and how you able to wake up
multiple times a day
and do that right up.
I don't want to make it seem like I don't check the share price, because I do.
Just spread it out. You feel me? And fresh in the morning.
Not to. Yeah, because it can be really distracting.
Like the smell of a stack in the morning.
Because if it's down, 4 or 5%, which sometimes it is for no reason, I don't want to have a bad day, right? So, and I also don't want to get too excited.
I don't personally trade on Robinhood, y'all. I don't want y'all to think this is me co-signing Robinhood or anything like that. With me just having this video, on the stream and whatnot. I do technically have a Robinhood account, and yes, it has a little bit of money in it. But like most of my investing is done on Interactive Brokers. I'm not an affiliate with them or nothing like that. I'm not an affiliate with anybody except Instant Funding. And I don't even know. I lost my affiliate link, so I haven't even really been putting that anywhere. So I don't really do all the affiliate stuff. It's not really I don't really like doing all that much. But I do recommend Interactive Brokers. Great spreads, nice liquidity, fast execution. I mean everything you want. You know.
True. Same thing for the podcast. It's like if we have a video that does really well, I try not to let myself feel good because I know if I do, then when videos do poorly for who knows what reason, then I try not to let myself feel bad. It's like you have to remove your emotions from the reality of this.
It's exactly like that. Yeah.
But really quick, one thing that I've noticed from talking to a lot of real estate investors on the channel is that once you go beyond a few units, managing your finances could be a bit messy. Like all of a sudden, you have rents coming in from multiple different sources, property taxes, insurance, vendor expenses out the wazoo. You blink and thousands of dollars worth of expenses disappears in places you didn't even realize.
That's exactly why our sponsor Baselane is such a smart tool. It's a banking and finance platform built specifically for real estate investors and landlords. You can separate income and expenses by property, automate rent collection, and it even gives you ready-to-go tax reports. It's super flexible.
The right category, so there's no more guesswork. Plain
Right. Sort of like, so I think you have you have to counterbalance the sort of like bearish indicators.
We might get the the push off over
you
here.
want to build an app and have no idea.
Jeez Louise. Jeez Louises.
Sort of like productivity growth historically has been pretty low in the US, and nobody's really been able to figure out why. I think outsourcing of the industrial base has been a big contributor to that. You have us printing money, right? And in a way, that's us borrowing from future generations to fund our spending now, which I think is a problem. Countries that have typically been big buyers of treasuries have kind of gotten out of that market. China probably being the best example there. And you know,
he got a picture with Ronaldo.
Seeds of geopolitical conflict or outright war brewing, and that's just those are kind of the bearish indicators, right?
Yeah.
But there's some bullish indicators too that make me feel very.
Chat, this looks like AI.
I think
technology-wise,
we're in probably the most interesting time.
This guy just hit me up.
Technology keeps marching forward. You have AI that has the potential to solve some of these issues, including productivity, and the borrowing from the future through massive GDP growth. If you know, AGI or ASI is unlocked.
Got a lot of pictures.
And it looks like the U.S. is leading in that, particularly Silicon Valley, which makes me feel very good.
He's about to
You've
send
got
me a proposal.
cryptocurrency, again, which the U.S. Very much in
Probably
some
like, give me
ways
some money.
companies are leading.
Everybody hits my phone like, give me some
we're
money.
looking to onshore some of the innovation that's gone
some money.
offshore in the past few years. And I think you have some things that we're proud to
Ready
be a
for
part
the
of,
opening
which
bell.
are
We
ways
got
to
about
reverse the borrowing from the
40
future
minutes
to fund
until the
present,
opening
and
bell.
instead use
40
the present
minutes
to fund
until the
future,
opening
like
bell.
this, Invest America initiative that somehow miraculously
We're gonna be
passed
live
as
through
part
the
of
opening bell.
reconciliation bill, which would actually
give a
fund,
recap
every new child
and directional
born in this
bias,
country
and
with
then
$1,000
let y'all go on about y'all day.
in great American companies, which I think is very cool.
Yeah.
So
what's Robinhood's plan with the $1,000 Trump account?
yeah, I think it goes very much into our strategy of making financial platform that's multi-generational work for the entire company. So right now, to have a Robinhood account, you have to be over the age of 18. And I think this is one lever by which we'll expand it to folks that are under 18. And you know, whether you're 0 years old or 100 years old, you should have an amazing Robinhood experience tailored to your needs.
I'm curious if I mean, maybe you can't even comment on this, but are there any regulatory provisions or rules that you think are just dumb and should go away? I think you should be able to invest if you're under 18. And I think if you got all those, a lot of people, they front load loss, because when I first started investing, I had no idea what I was doing, and I tried, selling calls, and I was making money, and I got greedy, and I started buying calls, and then I lost everything.
Yeah.
And it made me learn so many valuable lessons. But I started doing that once I already started making decent money. And so I lost an amount of money that, is a little uncomfortable to lose. Granted, I'm in a different position now than I still was back then. But I think it's good if you're just getting into investing to have some money that you can lose. And most of the time, if you're like 16, 15, 17, and you've made a few $100s over the summer, so much better to lose that than after working for 10 years, learning about saving, learning about investing, then finally trying and then losing that hard-earned cash, and then maybe taking a 10-year break from investing because of that experience.
It's funny, I have a story about that. I was 14 or 15. I made a Scott trade account when they had $7 trades, and I put $2,000 that I had saved up into that account, and I was on a penny trading forum, and I found some like random stocks that people were saying like, oh, this whole chart is going to go up, and I doubled my money from 2 to 4,000. And I got very confident that how easy that was to make $2,000. Lost it all.
But these experiences.
That lesson was amazing on Scott trades.
Yeah.
And then I got lucky. I made it all back. I put it into Ford stock. I had like $400 left over, and I bought Ford stock at like $1 or something a share in 2009. I just forgot about it, and it just made it back eventually. But it took, a solid like 7 years to make it back. But I did.
I started investing. I opened up a brokerage account at E-Trade in 1999. So my dad had given me an incentive because I was part of this program where you had to take the SAT as a middle schooler. And if you take the SAT and do well, you get into this summer program where you basically get to do math, do like 1 year of math in 3 weeks. I don't know,
Get my son set up, now he good.
So anyway, he
Good to
incentivized
roll.
me. He's like, if you get above a 1300 on the SAT, I will give you your score in cash. So I got very motivated. I was very excited because, I was like 12 years old. And I don't think he thought
I'm gonna
that
do
I
that
would
with
do
my
it, 'cause
kid.
1300 as a 12-year-old.
If they even want to take the SAT, they might not even feel like
I got
doing
a
that.
1370. And
My
he said,
kid's
all
gonna be
right,
able to do it.
I'll give you a little bit more than that, but it's going to be in a brokerage account where you're not going to be able to just withdraw the money. I think back then it was even hard to do that.
Smart.
Yeah.
And that was in 1999, mind you, right before the dot-com bubble burst. So I invested in a bunch of companies. There was a time period where I made a lot of money and felt very, very confident. And then I had to navigate the crash and what happened subsequently. But I learned a lot of lessons. I learned what happened when I learned about company mergers and reorganizations because
take a little break from that real quick. I want to go check out NZDJPY real quick. All right, so we have a better entry, and I'm in a little bit of drawdown. That's good. It's okay. It's okay. Wee bits of drawdown. I don't think we'll even close out of this box, though, if I'm being completely honest. And then, 80 CAD is just up. Like I said before, if y'all want to get an entry on AUD CAD, it'll be real easy. You gotta wait for this to break above here, and then come back and then tap that, and then it'll go on about that. AUD CAD moves pretty cleanly, pretty cleanly, and path of least resistance is to fill in this up here. This is that TP is based on structure. Take a wee look at the gold. So I want to go to give me this entry. Came back, stopped there, took off, and I'm like, nah. Kind of makes me a little teed, like just a little bit teed, just a wee bit. Because like, what do you mean? I did have a pending down here on my account. So I'm just gonna wait. Just gonna keep waiting. You know, patience pays the most. It does. It does indeed. Let's see. Let's just throw that here. Let's see what happens when price gets up there. Let's see if we reject it. Let's see if we break through it. Yada 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 yada. Cause we're kind of in like the middle of nowhere right now. There's not much to be done with this right here. But as we get closer to the bell, things are going to be moving more and more. So that's really what we'll just be waiting for. SPX has the ability to set itself up before like pre-market a little more than like pairs do. This fool trying to crawl over there.
Yeah, I was wondering when I walked in if you put him like that or like.
Nah, I laid him on his back so you can see the TV.
Where are you trying to go?
Fuck it, I want to see where he gets.
Me too.
He
ain't crying either. So.
Nah, he ain't mad. Oh, and then he immediately gets pissed off. I'm fucking weak. Excuse my language, chat. I'm sorry. So, son, you're coolin', dude. Probably. Can you grab him? I gotta fix this. He can. He just sometimes don't like to do it by himself. Can you, after you do that, hand me that candle? I have to buy another stand for the phones because the other one is broken. Wop, babaloo, bop, wop, bamboo. Tutti Fruits. Honestly, I'm just gonna put it like this. No, it doesn't work. Uh-oh, that means some money is being made. Harmony just took a buy on GBP HKD. Harmony just took a buy on GBP HKD. If you know, you know. Son, what's your quorum? What's your quorum this morning? He just rolled. Stop. If you would stop rolling yourself, then you stop being mad that you're rolled over. You know. That would be.
Just grab me.
Come here, little gremlin. Yeah, so much fun being picked up just now. He was so smiley.
Hey, Chunker Face. What the hell?
He's just like loud right now. Is it?
I don't think he likes me anymore, Brad.
No, shut up. Appreciate the like, finally. Like, I'm out here giving out free bands. We finally got a like on the live. I had said on the last live, if we got to 20, I was going to mark up the pair of the chat's choice. So if you're chilling with me and you want me to go mark up a specific pair, check out a stock, whatever it is, you know, that's what we're doing over here. So, you know, we're just kind of chilling, waiting for the markets to get rolling for the day. We're not currently in a trade here, right here. We are in AUD CAD. We are in EUR AUD, and we are in NZD. JPY. So if you guys want to find some trades to go ahead and find positioning in, I already explained them. Just rewind the live real quick, and slide to those, and then after you get that positioning, slide it back to the live part, and then you gonna be capped all the way in. That's how that go, real easy like. And I think that's gonna help my watch time like a mug. So like, do that. You know what I'm saying? This channel is not yet monetized. It is a newer channel. I mean, it's not technically a newer channel. I've had the channel for a while because I mean, like, I was just using it to watch YouTube for a while. But when I actually started doing lives and videos, it was about just around a year ago. Now actually, well, just over a year. Just over a year. It's more than a year now. But I'll say I did more so like in the last like 3-4 months become a lot more consistent with the actual like art of posting, making videos, and being consistent with it. Just as a whole, as a job in itself. But it is much easier just because of the fact that like my content is just me doing my job, and I'm a trader and fund manager. So I just do my job and put it on camera, and that's content. Well, let's finish this interview.
I don't know if you guys remember, but 3Com made the Palm Pilot, and there was a spin-off. So for every 3Com share, I had a Palm share, and I would get the prospectus, and I'd be like, oh wow, I got these free shares. What happened? So I learned about mergers and reorganizations. I learned about bankruptcies. What happens when the company that you invested in, because you were driving past its office building on the Dulles Toll Road in Virginia, and you thought the office building looked very nice, so you bought stock in it, and then it goes bankrupt, and what happens to your stock? And I think these are very boring things to read about in a book and actually understand, but once you experience it with your own money and your own shares, you understand it very deeply and viscerally, and it's like engaging to you. So I always said, like, investing
appreciate
in trading
the one singular like we've gotten on the live so far.
A violin. Like, you can't learn to
You're a
play a
goat.
violin well.
Is that you,
by
Dario?
Just, like, reading music theory in a textbook. You have to pick it up and
Is that
play
your,
it, and the first time you play it, it's going to sound very, very
appreciate it,
bad.
guy.
But if you keep playing it for 10, 20 years, the sky's the limit. And I think investing and trading have a lot of similarities with that, or playing a sport.
Right. Do you see any other rules, though, that are out there that you just think to yourself, why does this exist?
Oh, yeah. I think that many. The accredited investor rule, probably a prime candidate.
I appreciate it, Dario. You a real one.
If you guys are not familiar
are you
with
trading, or are you just chilling?
Basically, you can't invest in a private company unless you're a high net worth individual. So there's either an income threshold
Trying to make some
or
money
a
on
net
this today?
worth threshold, which shuts out 80% of people from investing in private
I know for the
companies.
most part.
And I think it's particularly
Hey, practice makes perfect, man. Practice
when we
makes
have all
perfect.
these AI companies, a lot of which are private.
That's what I like to hear.
Or SpaceX, for instance, which is the leading company
You're
in the
getting
space
it in.
revolution, which is very, very exciting. It's very, very exciting to a lot of people, a lot of potential, but it's private, so you're shut out of it. And I think
meet that for a second. Go after we hop out the live and whatnot. Check out some videos on the channel. You feel me? There's definitely a whole lot to learn on the channel. The free group chat is on Telegram. It's in the links, and I'm pretty sure it's in the link in the description of this live, but it may be in all the other videos. I know it's in all the videos. I'm not sure right now if it's in the lives, but I know it's in all the videos on the channel. So hop in the free chat. I'm like 48-2 right now. So if there's anybody to learn from, it's probably should be the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? It's just stick around for a while, and you'll just kind of pick up the skill.
Progress or thwart progress, or at the best case lead to lots of distractions. I think that's why I'm so compelled to make sure that we have more people bought into capitalism, and particularly with these AI companies, that more normal people can be invested and exposed to the upside there, because otherwise I think I think we could have some.
I wonder if they're gonna copyright the live,
because I'm strongest doomsday argument.
I'm pretty sure their channel's monetized. Probably making a lot of money off this video.
What the average person should be doing about that, and then
for sure,
on the other side, the strongest argument for a flourishing economy over the next 10 years?
I think the strongest argument for a flourishing economy will navigate this technology and societal transition well, right? Like we're aware of the problem. We're gonna make the fixes. We're gonna invest and make sure the U.S. is at the center of these technological shifts, and we'll kind of like make the necessary adjustments to our policies to ensure that that's the case, making it easy for the best talent.
Hey, market's
around the
been mad
world
choppy
to
the
come
last
here, working
the
for our
last few days.
companies.
No cap.
Encourage capitalism, which means protecting it and making sure that more
Mad
and more
choppy. We
people
still
are
making
bought
money
into
on
the system as investors.
the funded account
which I
doing
think we can
well.
keep,
The one that
keep
we've
in
been
place.
tracking on TikTok.
And then GDP growth inflects and actually compensates for the spending, and we balance the budget that way. So I think that's a nice scenario. Negative scenarios,
Okay.
you look at people losing confidence in our currency.
Son, why are you so pissed off,
Getting into
dude?
conflict, increasing spending much more aggressively
grumbling, son.
and much further, losing talent to other countries that are more business friendly. Those are all negative things, and could lead to instability.
Although really quick before we go into that, don't
Okay,
worry.
yeah,
this
nah,
isn't
we
sponsored,
all
but
hand
we do
covers
need your
and
help.
toboggans
Right now,
for the
1 in
next
10 people
couple of
around the
weeks.
world don't have access to clean drinking water. It's something so
You
basic
scratching
that
your
all of
head
us
too
just seem to
much,
take for
man.
granted.
That's why we're teaming up with
I
Mr.
know
Beast,
it
Mark
itch.
Rober,
I
and
get
thousands
it,
of other
but you
creators
gotta
to help
pat,
raise
not
$40
scratch,
million
son.
to bring safe, sustainable water to 2 million people worldwide.
So join us in donating. The link is down below in the description. It would just stake will be completely different a decade from now with how fast things are moving. I'm sure you have your finger on the pulse of what people want to be investing in, the changes they want made.
I think that what we're seeing now is that a lot of our customers are heavily invested in innovation names.
All right, 30 more
On
minutes.
the public
30
side.
more
You
minutes
have
to the
NVIDIA,
bell, y'all. 30 more
Tesla,
minutes to the
Apple,
bell.
Amazon, a lot of like.
Let me pause that for a second. I'll be honest. The reason why I'm gonna start going live slightly earlier. I was going live like 30 minutes before bell, but I'm now gonna do like hour and some change before the bell and do my live session going into the bell, because there's a lot of competition for live streams from the the NYSE morning bell, so I'm trying to get it in, get in my value, get in my, all the information that I can get y'all. Can you hold him for a second?
I'm sorry. I'm like, why is he
Get all the value, all the information into y'all, you know what I'm saying, before everybody else is live that you probably already been watching. So I'm not really trying to step on no toes, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get value here and then go get y'all value elsewhere during the other trading hours. I will say we do live sessions during London session like 2 times a week. Sorry, my son has found his voice recently, and he likes to use it, especially when his dad is over here like talking. I don't know what it is about me speaking, but my speaking makes him want to be louder. Like he wants to be louder than me when I'm speaking. I don't know, cause like every time I get off live, he chilling. He's mad silent. Oh, the bell. The bell is that's when basically when the stock market opens, NYSE. So right now in my time it's 8:11, but in New York it's 9:11. It's about to be 9:30. 9:30 is when the stock market opens, and you get a flood of liquidity that rushes into really all markets. It's the stock market opening, but all traders really get more active at that time. So there's a noticeable difference across most markets at that time each morning, Monday through Friday. So that's the opening bell, and then the closing bell is 5 p.m. NYSE. That's when all the Forex markets reset. You get your swap fees put on your account and whatnot. Around that time, spreads are also much bigger during the closing bell and whatnot. That's the gist of that right there.
Ag 7 investing is happening, and I think people are making a bet that, you know, those are going to be the industries that drive the future. And I think so far, at least this year, it seemed like a prescient bet. I think another lens is looking at what the wealthy people are doing. Wealthy people are diversifying, they're investing in private companies, they're investing in real estate.
Son,
As I'm sure you guys
give me my
know,
child.
I
Come here.
saw real estate in your chart as well, has done very, very well.
Cause he
So
only gonna
wealthy
be
people have
quiet for
access
like
to
10
these
minutes
things.
while he chilling
And
with
right
me. Then he's
now,
gonna be like,
retail
Mama.
investors on Robinhood have like not
Come here,
great
dude.
access,
You gonna
admittedly.
say what's up to the
I think
live
that's going to
stream?
change, and we're going to
They're
open
looking
up
that way,
the
so
floodgates to that.
they
And
can't.
what that's going to do
can't
is,
see you.
I think there will be a positive.
But they can see
downstream
you on the
effect
other
of
videos we
more
be recording on the
entrepreneurship.
channel.
More people will be starting
You
companies.
guys want to see my son? You gotta go check out
You have
one of the
access to
videos
retail
on the channel.
capital and the
Yeah.
quarter trillion on Robinhood
Slight
and other
plug.
platforms. What I don't think will change is the appeal of investing. I think investing will become more attractive. It'll become more necessary. I think everything that we're seeing with AI, and even if you believe in these scenarios where you'll have large-scale labor force disruption, job loss in some sectors, you kind of saw a preview of what that looked like in 2020 at the beginning of COVID. And what happened was lots more people started investing in the markets. So I think that's a durable effect, and I think that if I had to guess, investing will be much bigger
See
portion
how this
of,
dude is
of
like
every
mad quiet
individual's
now?
life
I'm just
10
like,
years from now
he's just
than it
sitting
is
in my
today.
lap.
Here's what
Just
I'm
chewing.
thinking.
Yeah,
is
chewing
that
on my
10 years from
blanket
now, we're gonna have 24/7
and just looking at all these
trading,
pretty
where I
colors
could
on the
go
screen.
online or on Robinhood and trade at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I want to see shares prices go all the time.
Well, you basically already have that. I mean, we have
Yeah.
24-hour market,
Right.
except on Saturdays and early part of Sundays.
Exactly.
and
But so I
holidays.
want more of that
So
throughout everywhere.
you just wanna
And then I also want
chill
it
with
so
that
that I
during the
could
live
send
streams.
individual shares
I'm
from
getting
one
that
person
back.
to
I'm just
another.
it's just
So
like
if
it's no
I want
more
to give Jack
like
one
babysit
share
during
of
live
Robinhood,
stream.
I'm
Baby
able
gotta
to
sit
transfer
with
it like I
Dada
would
during
in
live
Venmo.
stream. Huh?
And then lastly is I
That's
think
it. You wanna go to
no
work
one
with
has been
Dada?
able to truly get real estate in such a way that you could like swipe up and buy something or cut out all the middlemen involved in real estate or somehow securitize a property. And every platform that I've seen, I would never put my money in these things. But I think
Yeah.
there's a way where you could turn a house into some sort of like a swipe up or co-ownership
Yep.
with people.
That third one I'm very interested in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Big opportunity.
I want to see a place where if real estate continues going at the same pace, that I could own a house with like 3 other people equally
Yep.
in a way that just works online. I don't know how that would.
I think they're a little misinformed. There's an app called Fundrise. What they're talking about specifically is what Fundrise does. I personally invest with them. I have quite a lot of money invested with them. Now, I do agree that there does need to be a better platform, or Fundrise needs to develop into a better platform with better, like more liquid offerings, because the offerings on Fundrise are a little illiquid, because when you do invest, you can't like just take your money out like just off a dime. You have to, take your money out quarterly or semi-quarter or annually, with some different assets that you can invest in. Now it is, basically what they're talking about, but it's just not as liquid as you'd want it, you know what I mean? But it's real estate. How liquid can you get real estate to be? You know what I mean? It's like, how liquid do you actually want it? You know what I mean? It's like, me personally, I'm not looking to pull any of my money out of Fundrise for a very, 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 very long time. So I'm not really worried about how liquid it is right now. But if you guys are looking to diversify some more, check out, do some research, do your own diligence. Never just put your money in places you don't know nothing about. Definitely do some research, do your diligence. But Fundrise is an app that you can use for investing in real estate without having to like own a house or anything like that.
Work.
Yeah.
Logistically,
Basically
but
trading
I
real
think
estate
that's
like
the
a stock,
direction things are at least
essentially.
heading.
Yeah, and real estate's a big market, so it's a big potential. And if you look at high net worth individual, 10% of your portfolio is real estate. So yeah, I think That's one
Yeah.
that I care about.
What are your plans to get into real estate?
Well, we have mortgages now through a partnership with Sage Home Loans, and I think that's been a good use case. Proves to us that our customers care about home ownership. They care about real estate, both in terms of like buying a home themselves, but also they think about it as an investment. So I think we get into it in two ways, and I'll speak to it generally. I think there's one viewpoint where it's an investment, and it's part of a diversified portfolio. And I think over time, as with any investment that's a part of your portfolio, we'll want to have access to the highest quality assets and make them available to retail. The other thing is there are certain investments, and people think about them as investments, but they're like physical things that people own. I mean, like watches, a good example. A lot of people invest in watches, they collect them. You invest in art, but maybe you don't really want 1/64th of a painting. You actually want to take custody of your art and hang it up on your house. Or you invest in classic cars, right? I mean,
Yeah.
classic car market, collectibles market has been
Essentially tokenizing everything.
very active market. And I think we'll want to open up access to that too, because there's a whole realm of investments.
So what I hear is essentially what I was describing with Fundrise. It sounds like the CEO of Robinhood is basically gonna open that door on Robinhood soon, and that sounds awesome. That sounds really really awesome. Like if they do open that mortgage real estate tokenized pooled funds for real estate door for all the way open for Robinhood, I'll definitely be trading more of my real estate portfolio with them. If they're able to reach and surpass where Fundrise already is, because I ain't gonna lie, Fundrise has been doing it for a while already. Like I started investing in real estate by with 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 every month, like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? It's been pretty great. The returns, I ain't gonna lie, like the returns have been amazing, and they've just been honest. It's not been me doing any research on anything. Honestly, I've been just letting the platform manage manage everything. I just pick, I do pick and choose, of course, which funds I do want to invest in, and I do a little bit of research on that, but for the most part, what I'm saying, they've been doing fairly well. Now, don't want to contribute everything to just them, because right now we do know housing prices are mad inflated, and we're seeing that with prices coming down. Everybody's on a hard sell. It's not easy to sell everything at these crazy prices that they got everything at. So we're gonna see how the market reacts with Powell talking about cutting interest rates soon, because generally when they cut interest rates, you see housing markets, housing prices go up generally, but I think we may see we may see an inverse of that, or a stabilization somewhat. I'm not sure, but I know that with the supply gonna go up with the there's some older aged folks. There's a really big class of older aged folks right now. So in the next 10, 15, 20 years, we're gonna see a big boom in the supply of houses. Happen similar to booms that we've had in the past. It's just really a cycle. It's a cycle going on and on, because humans grow up. They get old enough to get a mortgage. They get a mortgage. They live in a house, and then they die. And then sometimes it gets passed down to their kids, or sometimes it gets given to the bank. And a big majority of them get given to the bank, and that's the housing supply going back into the supply chain.
That you think of as investments, but you want to hold it in your hand. I think we're starting to explore that
Straight
a little bit.
gems. I appreciate it.
And with the credit card.
All I'm trying to do is give out game. All I'm trying to do is give out game.
And that's actually a very attractive offering to people, believe it or not. And of course, you can buy gold ETFs and get exposure, but there's something about holding a piece of gold in your hand and putting it in your safe that that people really, really love. They like to touch and look at their investment. So we'll get into that as well.
Hey, if you gonna go buy a watch,
Just why not do that
go